Hi everyone, cynthialoowho here. Today we have a different tutorial. I'm going to be crocheting. Yay! Fun, fun. It's winter stuff, so I've been crocheting like crazy. I usually do that in the winter months because it gets dark so early and it's cold, and I love hot and sun, so I just kind of, just make stuff. So I've been crocheting a lot. These will keep us warm. So today we are making this owl hat. It's a crocheted owl hat, but it's also a messy bun, so it's got a stretchy top, so you can pop your updo, your messy bun, your ponytail, whatever you like through there. And my mouth is right next to the camera, so you may want to turn your volume down because I think I'm loud. Anyway, so this hat has 6 owls, and you can kind of see them. It's a little harder to see it on the darker colored ones, but let's see if you can see it on this one a little better. And then when you're done, you can sew little buttons on for the eyes if you want. I've seen people do that, so it looks more like an owl. So there's the head and the body and the feet and the ears right here, and that has a stretchy top too. And so I have it in burgundy, I have it in the seafoam mint green, and then I have it in this beige speckle, and today I'm going to make it in pink. So this is definitely not for beginner crocheters. You need to know what you're doing. You need to know double crochet, front post double crochet, back post double crochet, front post treble crochet. You need to know treble crochet, and let's see what else is there. This is actually a really good size hat. I have a smaller head. I have a 21-inch head, so this is a little bit big on me, but that's perfect because it fits other people. It's actually really stretchy because we're going to do this ribbed edge. And this is going to be the front post, back post double crochets. And I don't think there's any single crochets in here. There is if that's the kind of brim you want. So this is with the ribbed brim. And I used to hate the front post, back post double crochets. I hated them. If I saw a pattern with them, I just absolutely refused to do it. I wouldn't do it. But I really like them now because you can do so many things with them. So this brim, I just did a double crochet row here and then a single crochet. And this doesn't give you, I mean, it's pretty as big as it's going to get, but it's a good size hat. It's pretty big. So this hat is going to be 60 stitches, and if you crochet a lot and you know your head size, you know your hat size, this is going to be fit a 22-inch head. It's going to stretch out enough to do a 23, but it will also fit a 21, and it'll just be a little big on you. You'll have to just pull it back a little more. So you're going to need an elastic band, hair tie, hair band, whatever you call them, yarn, and I'm just using this worsted weight yarn I have. I think it's number 4 ply. It's probably Super Saver from a long time ago. The label isn't on it. And it's in a light pink. I don't know if you can see that. And I am using my... It's funny, I have to have my glasses on to see what the camera view. This is a 5mm. Let me look at it. H. Yeah, H hook. So I'm sure you can see that. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with our band. And we're going to pull our yarn through. And I have the camera right in front of me, so I'm kind of doing this over. So pull through, and then actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull it like this over, and then I'm going to take both strands through. Just like that, and then I'm going to drop the tail, chain one more. Now I never ever use the chain up 2 as a stitch unless it calls for it in a pattern. I always just chain up 2 just to bring the yarn up and then do my stitches. So we're going to do 30 double crochet around the band. So there's 1, 2, and just go right over the metal piece if yours has one. Sometimes they don't have them. Okay, so double crochet 30 times. I'm going to do that and I'll be right back. Okay, so I've done my 30 and I'm going to slip stitch into the first double crochet right here. Chain 2, double crochet 2 times in that same space right here. And then we're going to do 2 in each stitch all the way around, so we end up with 60 double crochets. So 2 double crochets in every double crochet around for 60 double crochets. And this hat goes really fast once you get the hang of it. There is no written pattern that I know of. I saw a couple online and kind of gauged how many stitches, how many double crochets, how big I wanted it. There are some patterns you can buy for a crochet owl cable hat. I think there's some on Etsy. But as long as you know how to do the owl with cable stitching, you can pretty much figure it out for yourself, because the owl is, let's see, the owl stitch itself, or the actual section of the owl, is 8 stitches, in total across, and then there's 2 double crochet, excuse me, double crochets on either side. So that makes a total of 10 per section. That's kind of how I look at it. And this hat has 6 sections because there's 60 stitches, so 10, which makes it really easy. So if you wanted your hat to be bigger or smaller, I mean, the smallest you could make this would be if we removed 1 from each row. If you just had 1 in between, then it would be 54 if you wanted it smaller. But if you wanted to add another one, and there's 6 owls, so you would add an extra stitch in between, then that would bring it to 66 stitches, which would be quite a bit bigger than this. So, I mean, that would be quite really big. So unless you had a smaller yarn, like a 3-ply or a 3, whatever you call it, number 3, and a smaller hook, any bigger than that, it would probably be a man size. So anyway, I don't have a written pattern. If you wanted to make this for a child, the only thing I could think of is to do the 54 and only do 1 in between each. 1 double crochet in between each. That would make it 54 stitches, so that would shrink this by 6 stitches. And then of course you would want to not make it so long, so probably cut out this bottom double crochet here and then cut out one of the rows up here. So anyway, that gives you an idea if you want to make it for a child, because I know that people will probably ask. I do not have a pattern for this. I haven't seen any written instructions. I just looked at it and kind of figured out my own thing with the messy bun stretch part. So, okay, so 2 in each. We'll come back. We'll have 60. Okay, so now I finished my 60 stitches. I'm going to slip stitch, chain 2, and now I want to count to make sure that I have 60. So not counting that first chain 2, I got 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, and 60. You got to make sure you have the right amount of stitches. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to double crochet into the same stitch and then one in each around. Excuse me, I'm getting over a cold. So one double crochet all the way around and then slip stitch to this first double crochet. Okay, I have 60 in each stitch around, and now we have 3 rows, and we are ready to start having some fun. So, in the chain 2, you're going to double crochet, and then double crochet one more, and now we're going to front post double crochet into these 2. Okay, and then we are going to double crochet in the next 4. So this one, this one, this one, this one. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to front post double crochet in the next 2. So you wrap your yarn around, go in through the right side behind it and out the left side, yarn over, pull up, and then your regular double crochet just like that. So front post double crochet, and then we have 2 in between. So this right here is going to be your owl. This is the top of your owl because we're working from the top down. So the next 2 are just regular double crochets. There's a little teeny string stuck there. Okay, and then the next 2 front post double crochets. And then the next 4 is just a double crochet in each of those. Okay, and then 2 front post double crochets. And then 2 double crochets. Ay, ay, ay. Then 2 front post double crochets, and it's not in this one because that's used for that. Sometimes it's hard to tell because you think, oh, this is the next one right here, but it's not. If you look up, you'll see that that stitch is taken. It's right here. But once you get used to doing the front post double crochets and back post double crochets, it just comes natural that you know where they are. So there was 2 there, 4 there, so this is going to be 4. So 4 double crochets in the next, well, 1 in the next 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 front post double crochets. And then 4 double crochets. Two front post double crochets. And then 2 double crochets. And this is round 4. Excuse me. 2 front post double crochets. So what you're doing is you're just alternating. There's 2 front post double crochets, 4 double crochet, 2 front post double crochet, 2 double crochet. So you're just doing, oh no, I have 2 4s in a row. And you guys probably see me do that. Okay. Okay, so it should start out with 2, regular double crochet, 2 front post, 4 double crochet, 2 front post, 2 double crochet, 2 front post, 4 double crochet, 2 front post, 2 double crochet, 2 front post, 4 double crochet, 2 front post, 2 double crochet. So you just pretty much do that all the way around. Let's see how much further I have. Yeah, so do that all the way around, and you should end with the 2 front post double crochets. And the front post double crochet will be your last, so I will meet you when I get to the end. Okay, so I still have my 2 front post double crochets. And those are my last 2 stitches of the row, so I'm going to slip stitch into the first double crochet, chain 2, double crochet immediately in that one, and the next. That's going to be every single row. It's going to be a chain 2, double crochet in the same stitch, and then double crochet in the next. Okay, so this next row, I'm going to try to explain it using these 8 stitches. So the last stitch is this last front post double crochet, and then this is the first, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we're going to treble crochet into the third, which is right here. Treble crochet, wrap it around twice, yarn over, pull through, go through 2, go through 2, go through 2. And do that in the fourth as well. So I know that seems weird because you skipped 1 and 2, but now we're going to go back and we're going to catch those. So we're going to do a front post treble crochet. So we're going to go in the first one, and then we're going to go into this second one right here. Now if you look at it, it goes like this. So the first 2 you did are behind, and the second 2, yeah, you did, are in the front. And we're going to go immediately over to, it doesn't look like it, but these 2 are used. Even though it doesn't look like it, they're used. So don't even look at those. You're looking at these next 4 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. If you look at this top, you can barely see it, but that is taking this stitch. Okay, so we're going to go into the 7th, which is right here. So we're going to front post treble crochet, so wrap it around twice. It seems complicated, but it is not, okay? And then we're going to go into the 8th stitch, the next one. And front post treble crochet. Now you've missed 2 and they're back there. If you pull it forward, you can see these are the 2 that were missed. That one's taken right there. These 2 are the missed. And we're going to go behind and we're going to front post treble crochet. So wrap it around twice, catch the back of that, and go underneath. And it seems complicated, but I promise it's not. Once you do it, you get so used to it, you don't even think anything of it. So we've used this one right here, and now we're going to go to the next one right here. So we've used that one, we're going to this one. So wrap around twice, go in from the right side, behind, pull up your yarn, go through 2, 2, 2. Now, if you look, those 2 are crossing over each other. So it's just making an X. And then you're going to immediately double crochet 2. 1, 2. There. So there is the owl's little, I don't know if it's the horns, the ears, the whatever, the top. And this is upside down. So I'll show you one more time, and then you're just going to continue that all the way around. So we're going to look at it as these 8 stitches, these 2 front post, these 4 double crochet, these 2 front post. And I look at it in sections of 4. There's 2 sections of 4. This is the first section, second section. And I kind of just number them in my head, you know, 1 through 8. So we're going to front post treble crochet, or no, we're not front post this row, we're doing just treble crochet. So treble crochet into this third one, just like woohoo. Into the third one, not that one. Let me see, where am I? The third one right here. And then into the fourth one. And then these two are the two we skipped right here. So we're going to front post treble crochet around the first one. Go through two, through two, through two. Wrap twice, go through the second one. Two, two, two. Now the next four right here, we're going to do the same thing, but we're going to front post treble crochet in the 7th and in the 8th, and then we're going to catch the two that we skipped from behind, and it's easy to see because you just pull down right here. So I kind of turn it sideways, it's easier for me, and then I can feel where they are. This one's the first one. So I'm going to wrap around twice, and where I'm feeling, I can tell that's the first one. Go under, two, 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 and then the one right next to that one right here. And then double crochet into this stitch here. You can see the double crochets are right here. I'll pull out my hook and show. These are the two double crochets. This is the stitch that belongs to the first one. This is the stitch that belongs to the second one. So double crochet in those two, one in each. And then you start with your 8 again. So this one time I'll do it, but I'm going to not talk. I'm just going to do it, and then we'll meet back up at the end. Okay, so there we go. So there is 1, 2, 3 more to go, and you'll end on these two right here. It'll be the two that are behind. You'll end on these two. Okay, I'm doing the last 2 stitches for round 5, and it's a front post treble. And those are the 2, and they're the skipped ones. The next one, 2, 2. Okay, so now we're going to slip stitch into this first double crochet, chain 2, double crochet in the same stitch, double crochet in the next stitch. Now this row is very easy. We're just going to do 8 front post double crochets across. So you're going to pull them apart a little bit so you can see them better. So this is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And you're going to have to pull these out a little bit, 7, 8, and then 2 double crochets. So front post, it's a treble crochet, not double crochet. Front post treble crochet. 8 times. And the next 8 stitches. And this whole round is just 2 double crochet, 8 front post treble crochets. Real easy. The next round is the same as this round. And that's a little bit easier because you can really see them this time. They're all lined up perfectly. Okay, so 2 double crochets. And then 8 front post treble crochets. The second one's a little harder because it's back here. So if you look at it, there's your little X here, and that third one's right back there. I'm a tighter crocheter. That's why I always have this line on my finger, and that's there all the time. It does not go away. Maybe if I stopped for a couple of weeks it might go away, but as far as I know it's just a scar. And that's what I'm more comfortable with. I've tried other ways, and I've used a little finger guard which I got at Walmart. I'll show you this little guy. Now if it went down on my finger I would probably use it more often, but it's just a little band, so it only goes right there to the top of my finger area. And when I do crochet a lot with rougher yarns like the Super Saver, then I will use it, and I just pop that in like that. And I always hold my finger up anyway. And then there's it came with 3 different ones for with the smaller loops. So if you see these little loops, so you can actually crochet with 3 strands at a time using this. And then it has these little pieces that you can pop in for smaller threads or yarns. It's pretty cool when your fingers are really sore. I used to just put band-aids on my fingers. Okay, where are we? I have to take a look at it. Are we at the... Did we do 8? No, we did not do 8 yet. Oh, they're back here. They're hiding. And I think that the finger guard thing was only like $5. Wasn't that much. And it's good for when you really have a lot of orders to fill and you have to crochet. You do not have a choice. And if you can't find one of those, put some band-aids on your finger, some tape. That works good. Or sticker or something just to cover that. Because, you know, in the middle of summer I don't really crochet a lot, so my finger isn't used to it. And then in October, you better bet that my finger's getting pretty sore. But I like to make stuff and put it in my shop. I have a lot of friends on Facebook that love my crocheted goodies and would buy them for their babies and themselves. And I love when they post pictures of themselves wearing my hats or hand warmers or scarves or whatever. And I also make patterns and post those in my shop, and then they share those photos with me of their finished projects that they've done to my patterns. It's really fun. So I'll make sure to post a link to my shop or my website in the description so you can check out my crochet patterns and my goods that I have, my crocheted goodies. I always wash and dry everything that goes out, and everything I make, unless it specifies otherwise on the packaging, it's always machine wash, and I always do it in cold and then tumble dry low or lay flat to dry. And if it does shrink up in the dryer a little bit, just stretch it back out. That's what I do. Some of them I like it to shrink a little because, like, I have smaller heads, smaller hands. So this is a very easy row, and we're going to do the same thing for the next row. So row 6 and 7 is doing this. 8 front post treble crochets, 2 double crochet. And you just continue that all the way around. So I'll meet you back here at the end of row 7, and we'll do, we're going to repeat this row here where we started the crissy crossies. Okay, I finished row 7, and now we are on to 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so 8 is going to be a repeat of 5, except we're not doing the treble crochets. We're doing the front post treble crochets on all of them. So, chain 2, where you joined, double crochet in the same stitch, and double crochet in the next stitch. And then, just like we did before, we're going to look at it as 8 stitches in a row. We're going to front post double crochet, or treble crochet, into the 3rd front post treble crochet, front post treble crochet into the 4th, and then we're going to go back to the first 2 and do those now that we skipped. Front post treble crochet in the 2nd, and now to the 5, 6, 7, 8. We're going to front post treble crochet in the 7th. We're skipping these 2. Front post treble crochet in the 8th. And then we're going to get the skipped ones, but we're going to do it from behind. So they are right here, 1, 2. I'm going to grab this is the 6th stitch in the 8 stitch sequence. Front post treble crochet, and then in the 7th, no, 5th and 6th. Oi, oi, oi. Okay, and then we're going to go straight to the double crochet right here. Okay, and then I'll do this again with you. We're going to front post treble crochet in the 3rd. We're skipping the first 2. We're going in the 3rd. And then front post treble crochet in the 4th. And then we're going to go back and get the first one with a front post treble crochet. And then the second one. Then we're going to go to the 7th one. We're skipping 5 and 6 and going straight to 7th one with a front post treble crochet. And then to the 8th one. And then we're going to go behind and get 5 and 6 that we skipped. And then double crochet into the next 2 double crochets, one in the first, one in the second, and then just continue it all the way around, and I'll meet you back at the end. Okay, so now I'm done with round, what was that, 8? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes. Okay, so 9 is going to be the same as 6 and 7. Really easy. So you're going to chain 2, double crochet, same stitch, double crochet in the next. And then we have 8 front post double crochets in a row. So the first 2 are right here. front post treble crochet. I don't know why I keep saying front post double crochet. I've used that more, I guess, so I keep saying it. Next one here. Ooh, almost lost it. And when you're crocheting and you're in a hurry, that happens sometimes, and if you're going so fast and you're pulling, you lose your stitch. And what's the point of going so fast if you're going to lose it anyway? I crochet pretty fast though. So 2 double crochet, 8 front post treble crochet, 2 double crochet, 8 front post treble crochet. So I'll do one more set of the front post treble crochet, and then the next 2 rows are exactly the same. Oh, that was a front post double. I kept saying it, I guess I wanted to do it. Our little owls are starting to show up upside down. Okay, so just do that all the way around for the for this row, and then the next 2 rows, which would be, so 9, which is this row, 10 and 11 are all 2 double crochet, 8 front post treble crochets. So finish this row and do the next 2 rows, and I will meet you back. Okay, I'm just finishing round 11, and I'm going to join with a slip stitch in the first double crochet, chain 2, and then now you can turn it around and you can start to see your owl. So the head and the body right here, and we're going to start working on the feet in this round. So in row 12, we are going to do the same as we did in row, let me see, what was that, 8 and 5, I think. We are going to, I have to double crochet in the same stitch as the chain 2 and double crochet in the next one. Okay, so same thing as before, front post treble crochet, and we're going to look at it as 8 stitches, so we're going to skip the first 2, go to the third one. So wrap twice, go into third front post treble crochet and front post treble crochet. Okay, and then into the fourth, through 2, through 2, through 2. We're going to go back to the first and the second, and we're going to go to the first front post treble crochet, and then in the second. Okay, and then we're going to go straight over to the 7th front post treble crochet and front post treble crochet. You guys are probably so tired of hearing that. And now in the 8th, I should just say FPTR, FPTR, FPTR. Okay, so we got to go back to the ones we skipped, numbers 5 and 6. So wrap twice, pull through, go through 2 loops, through 2 loops, through 2 loops. And now into 6. And then double crochet. and double crochet in the next. So there we go, there's the feet. There he is upside down. And I'll show you that one more time. So we're going to look at these 8 stitches. Skip the first 2, front post treble crochet in the 3rd, FPTR, and then in the 4th. And then we're going to go to the first one we skipped, then to the second one, and I see one of my hairs right there. And then we're going to go to the 7th one right here. It looks like you're skipping a lot, but you're only skipping these 2 right here. This one has been used, so 7th right here. Oh, I got that all wrapped up like crazy. Through 2, through 2, through 2, then through the 8th one. And then we're going to go behind and catch this 5th and 6th. We are almost done, guys. You can wear this if you live somewhere chilly, and if you don't, you can make one and send it to someone who lives somewhere chilly. Double crochet and double crochet. So you're going to do that all the way around, and I will meet you back when we start the next row. Okay, I'm just finishing row 12. I'm going to slip stitch into the first double crochet, chain 2, double crochet in the same stitch, and in the next, and double crochet in the next 3. So this one here, this one, and this one. We're going to skip these 2 here, and we're going to go back behind it, and I'll show you a better view. So we're skipping these 2 on this row, and we're going back down here behind it, and we're going to triple crochet or treble crochet into these 2. So they're right behind it, but they're lower. And that's going to attach the owl into this row. So treble crochet into the 2 directly behind these 2, right here. Let me turn the TV down. Through 2, 2, 2, and then the next one right next to it, a treble crochet. Now going back up, these are the 2 we're skipping right here. We're going to double crochet into this one, and you always know if you pick the right ones because you'll have 3 double crochets before you get to the 2 in between the owl. So there's my 3, and then my 2 between the owls, or the owl. So you know that once you've done your 2 in between, you'll have 3 and then 2 that connect down below that are trebles, 3, and then your 2 in betweens. So 1, 2, 3, and skip these 2, and we're going to go back behind it and find those 2 right here and treble crochet. 1, 2, 3 into those 2. Come back up to your row. Those are the 2 we skipped. So 1 double crochet, 2 double crochet, 3 double crochet, and then you're at the 2 in between the owls. 1, 2. I'll do that one more time. Okay, sorry about that. That was my daughter. So anyway, do this all the way around, and I will meet you at the next row. Okay, so I'm finishing row 13. I'm slip stitching into the first double crochet, chain 2, and then we're going to double crochet in each stitch around for 60 stitches. And then after that we're going to start the ribbing, which is the front post, back post, double crochets, alternating all the way around. And you can do 2 to 3 rounds depending on how long you want it. If you want to just do the single crochet so it's not stretchy, you can do that as well. I like mine to be a little stretchy because these are a little bit big on me, but the average size head these will be perfect for. So 1 double crochet in each stitch all the way around gives you 60 stitches. I will come back as soon as I'm done with that, and we'll do the front post and the back post ribbing, and then our hat is done. Okay, I've finished the row of double crochets, and now we're going to start the ribbing. So we're going to do a front post, double crochet, back post, double crochet, front post, back post, front post, all the way, alternating all the way around. That's the front post. Back posters go behind, up through, across the front of the stitch. Front post, double crochet, back post goes behind. And once you do it enough, it gets a lot easier, and you can do as many rows of this as you'd like depending on your achieved or your however long you want it to be. I do 2 to 3 rows. That's about average. Not only do I have a small head, but I have a very small forehead too, so I can never gauge it by my head. My daughter Emily's head I can go by because she has an average size head. So anyway, I'm going to do probably 3 rows of this, and my hat will be finished. Another thing that you can do with these is add some buttons to make the eyes more prominent, or to actually make eyes, because there is no eyes, but you can tell that they're owls. And you could add a little nose with some black yarn here, whatever you want to do. So I hope that you like this video tutorial and you share it with your friends. Make sure to check out the description of the video for a link to my website where I have more patterns for messy bun hats. I have hand warmers, lots of baby goodies, and then I also have my handmade crocheted items on my site as well. So check the description for a link. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye!